This is Men Talk Live with Robert Drew, Clifton Gwynn, and Anthony Martin. We're live, no redos.
Nah, I ain't got no strings on my heart.
All right, it's Men Talk Live, episode 4. We live, no redos. Hey, look, before we do anything else, we got to start off. We got to send our prayers, our thoughts, our love towards anybody that's been affected by Hurricane Harvey, Houston, Port Arthur, Beaumont, everybody down there, even in Austin, man, is crazy right now.
People running out of gas.
Man, the gas situation is I passed every gas station I passed like 6 gas stations getting on the way here. There was a line coming from both directions, at least 20 cars deep. So I might not make it to work tomorrow, just so y'all, you know, if anybody watching from a job.
He calling in right now.
I'm gonna call in. I'm feeling sick about the gas situation.
It's not a zombie apocalypse going on. Y'all stop being scared, man. Like, stop staying woke. There's nothing going on right now, man.
You know, we got to introduce everybody.
Yeah.
First, we got on the end down here, my man, Cliff the comedian. You look nice today, man. Okay, what you dressed up for?
You going somewhere after the show?
Man, I was like,
know, right?
All right.
I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling myself.
And then next to me, we got my man Drew. Drew with the hoodie, looking clean. Okay.
Yeah, I'm angry. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you mad, okay.
Yeah. That's why I got a hood on.
And of course, myself. You know, I felt like I watched the videos. I felt like I was looking too good, so I tried to tone it down.
I see you doing a good job.
So it was successful. I had to turn it off. So that's how this happened.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, so I was like, what can I do to add like 10, 15 years to my look? And so
that's a vintage shirt you got on. That's nice.
My grandmama bought me this shirt.
Okay,
no,
I said it's nice. It's vintage. It's distressed, right? You know, that's a new style. You can wear hoes and stuff. It's distressed now, man.
Pull that off. But yeah, so we got a great show for you today. We looking at, man, just Hurricane Harvey. How does that affect you? Because we're still men. That still affects you. Obviously, it affects everyone, but it affects us as men. You know, it's am I my brother's keeper? We're looking at that really, but in the context of the hurricane, as brothers, we as men. We don't always try to help each other. It's kind of every man for themselves kind of mentality. So we're going to get into that, talk about what's going on, some good aspects of the hurricane, if you can even call it good. Well, let's just jump into it, man. Look, like I was listening to the radio this morning. I was listening to the Christian station. I needed that. And a guy from down in the Houston area called in, and he was like, I feel like this is just really a blessing. And the radio host was like, what? And he was like, I feel like it was a blessing because, look, that man's thoughts, not mine. He said, you know, it watered our crops. And I was like, they ain't need that much water.
Right.
And then he was like, but also it unified everybody. And I was like, that's true. Unity is good. But the host made sure he was like, some people might not see it that way because their home may have washed away or something. So what do y'all think about that? Like, is that you see his point, or are you just like, that's dumb?
I see his point, and whatever he got to say, I mean, what people is doing and talking and all that, it's not affecting anything. It's not helping anything. You know, everybody got their comment, social media got their comments, whatever. It's good to share where you can donate or whatever, or what you could do. If you do anything, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to do it. I just think everybody putting this limit on how much you should do because you got celebrities giving like $25,000 and they like, well, they make $1 million. Well, they didn't have to give $25,000. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see where all the unity's coming. We pretty much fighting each other. It's just crazy, man. And I feel like, you know, everybody attacking Joel Osteen, but you're talking about it. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's what I'm saying. Like we always talk, or we use social media as this is a men talk show, right? I'm sorry, but I mean, I feel like if you're doing all that talking, you got all that negative stuff to say, like, do something. Drive to Houston. You know, most people are scared to go to Houston because of what people are saying on social media that ain't even there. You know what I'm saying? They saying like people jacking stuff. But when I talk to my family, I don't hear that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I talked to a family today that was from Houston. He said he drove away from Houston today. But some people saying it's so flooded you can't get from Houston. Right. So you got different walks, different perspectives and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like if you're not there, you shouldn't have a comment about what somebody doing there. You know what I'm saying? You're not going through the situation.
I like how you said fear.
Yeah.
I think it was a documentary on Y2K. Oh my God, remember that? They had commercials where they were selling like big old case safes where humans could go in and lock themselves in there. So if the prisons open up or whatever happened, they'll be safe. Or it was another gadget that kept you contained. And my point I'm trying to get to is what you were saying was
fear, right? Fear got you at the gas station right now getting a full tank of gas when later on next week you can get a full tank of gas. Right. Well, why not help? If we're doing unity, why not give $5 instead of full tank? You know what I'm saying? Help somebody else out. And I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all at the bottom of the barrel right now, y'all gonna have car problems too. So I mean, like, come on, man. Like I hate that little term, stay woke. And that's what started all. Stay woke.
Yeah.
I said somebody said they saw a green light in the sky. Did anybody else see that?
I ain't seen no green.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just seen it on my post, man. Shout out to whoever. Green light in the light. They said, is it apocalypse, North Korea? It doesn't matter what it is, because a storm came and we going crazy. Right. So if it's North Korea or if it's apocalypse, we dead. And I'm just letting you know, just straight up.
Not to stop the show, but can we get some love out there and some hearts and some likes? Because
at least 4, 5, 6, 7,000 likes.
Last week we wanted to hit 200, and I believe we hit 250
we
likes.
We hit like 400.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for loving.
Yeah, 400. So tonight we want to hit 500.
Look at them thumbs, G. You doing a good job.
Let's do hearts because we're sending love out to the people in Houston and the surrounding areas.
If you at the gas pump watching, just pull off.
Thank you.
It's not worth it. You wasting gas just waiting there.
Yeah, you gonna run out.
You out of gas waiting there.
Yeah, waiting.
But so you brought up the thing with Joel Osteen. So I had a coworker and I'm minding my business and we just sitting there and he was like, "Man, I hate that guy." His exact words were, "He deserves to die." And I was like,
for what?
What are you talking about, man? Like, I knew what he was talking about, but I didn't understand where he made that correlation. But he said, man, he deserved to die. You know, he wouldn't open his doors up. And I was like, I don't fully know the situation. I've seen what was said or whatever. And, you know, I had my opinion on it. But he went on this whole rant that it had nothing to do with the actual situation of why he didn't like the guy. And then, you know, and so I asked him, I said, man, I didn't really ask him. I was like, it's just, I find it slightly amusing that you feel like you have a say in what that church does, considering the other day you told me you wasn't about the Christian life. You ain't believe in God.
Now all of a sudden,
now you involved, like you care now. But and it's just amazing, like, because we talking about my brother's keeper. When I find other people that try to count my money for me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was exactly talking about.
That I don't even have. Because and you know, it's been like that my whole life. You know, we blessed. We've been fortunate in my family.
It's called credit, right?
No, it's not even that. Like, my family did. My parents did well. You know, they was, you know, pretty solid in that middle class thing. But people just assume by where I lived and whatever that we had money. You know, I mean, my parents had a little bit. I have nothing. But like I remember I don't remember what middle school or something. So Do y'all remember Jabot pants?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Martha France Jabot. That was French. You know, that was
but
big.
a lot of people don't know that. They was just wearing Jabot, didn't know it was French. Because thank you, I just learned that today. I didn't know it was French. That was Jabots. I did.
So that was like big. That was like whatever the fashionable brand at the time, the urban wear, if you want to call it. And everybody had it. Like a pair of jean shorts was like $60, and I had and like wearing a bunch of colors and stuff was cool.
You saw that mad face?
I had some.
What?
I had some of them jeans that was colorful, right? I had every color, and this dude was like hating, and he was like, "No, you always got them. You think you special?" These was from Walmart though. They was from Walmart. They was Faded Glory. My mama had went and bought me every color, and they was hating on me because of what they thought. You know, you thought you had money. You think I'm doing something. And I was like, I'm glad you think I look nice. But it's kind of the same situation. You know, you see Joel Osteen, whoever, these people doing well, and now you like, oh, well, it's a catastrophe. He a Christian. He should give everything away.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, so check this out. This is my thing. Christians are selfish. Christians do all the bad things. They sin. They do all those things. And I have a question to everybody that says, why didn't he open up the church? Why didn't you open up your damn apartment or your house? Why didn't you do it?
That's a good question.
Why didn't you go to... and grab a van, rent them a car, and bring them back to Austin with you or wherever. If you're making the comments, I'm talking to people that making the comments that have something bad about to say about the next guy. Why haven't you opened your apartment? Why haven't you did those things? I think because you scared. Fear. You see if you see a black guy on the side of the road, he whatever, you probably gonna lock your door and ride right past him. You know what I'm saying? Are you see a scary white dude with heavy metal, we're not gonna say, you know what I'm saying, with gothic or whatever, you gonna ride right past him, right? Yeah. You're gonna lock your door. Right. So my question is, he had the plan, so you're gonna have to make a plan before you do anything, logistic wise, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't know. He probably taking care of his family at home before he go open up the church. You got to get people to open up the church. You got to do that. And I'm sorry, man. The Compact Center was known to the flood, so you have to think, is it gonna flood? Whatever.
You need people too to help to open that church.
So wait, real quick. Let's do this. Let's ask if you one of those people that he was just addressing that was angry with the situation. Man, let us know your feelings. Let us know. Make a comment. Share. First of all, share this post with whoever you can right now. Please do that. Follow us. Like we've been talking about. Give us some more of those hearts. We love
them thumbs, man.
We like the thumbs up. We try to get to that 500.
You might like them, but like
definitely,
me,
we want y'all to comment. Let us know because he just gave kind of a strong opinion on that. What do y'all think?
That makes
Give us
sense.
the other side of that.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We got some comments.
Yes.
Miss Dyer says, "What up, Robert?" We got Big Easy the Barber says, "There's something good in any situation." He says, "I see his point. I just said that today that this will be a blessing eventually to most." Then Big Easy said that this when Christian who can't donate financially, they can preach healthy thinking. James says fear is used by governments to control people. And he said he gave us 249 likes last week. That's
what's up, James? Hey, we know you, James. We try to keep you in James. Hey, James. Big easy.
Victor said people are going crazy. Me and my fam about much. While everyone tripping, I'm here like you guys are causing the shortage. Kevin Gaskins says true that. Big Easy said why trip when Osteen churches in Houston evacuate mean leave and travel as far away and out of harm's way as you can, but you know how it goes. Blame the church, blame celebrities, blame the rich guy. Let me see more. Rich guy. Nobody don't have to do nothing. For those that did, thank you and amen. Yeah. James says Faded Glory was that joint.
Appreciate that, James.
Everybody have a little Faded
worst. Yeah. James gives some hands. Reginald Russell says too many people trying to fulfill God's responsibility.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow, he went deep on it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Armin, for tuning in. Miss P. Armstrong, Lil Robert, stop watching the likes.
Look at the camera. People want to see your face.
Justin Gonzalez says you need a white guy on that couch. Well, let us know. Inbox.
No, blacks only. Why we can't have nothing? I'm just playing.
Inboxes, man. Let us know. Let us know if you want to be a guest.
We can work that out.
Ever since that movement with the statue, I don't know. No, I'm sorry.
Hey, we want to give a shout out to Beaumont and Rockport,
Salisbury,
Port Arthur,
Silsby. I can't say it right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They got no power, nothing.
But
you know what I'm saying?
If they're watching us, that's the only thing they probably could turn on is their phone.
Look, no pun intended. The last little bit of power you got on your phone.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Everybody donating food. Somebody need to come through with these battery packs.
Yeah. I'm selling battery packs. If anybody, no, wholesaling, drop shipping. What's up? Holler at me in my inbox.
Yeah. So go ahead.
No, I was gonna talk about, man. We were talking about. I guess I'm my brother's keeper because we looked at that Joel Osteen thing, and it's like I notice a lot of guys, man. Every time somebody is trying to do something or they're trying to come up, it seems like it's always people want to tear them down. Other brothers, man.
I think it's out of jealousy sometimes. I think a lot of people don't like to see another person rise just out of jealousy because of what less they didn't get growing up or whatever their excuse is. My personal experience is I was like that too. I wouldn't help nobody else out because look at me, I'm down here, I'm this and that. But another brother ended up showing me how to reach deep inside myself and figure out what my gifts and my way of thinking and my way of acting and pulling out things that I could use to be a blessing or benefit my family, and it helped me. So in other words, I was going to give up doing comedy because it wasn't bringing in money that I thought should be bringing in. And I was talking to the guy, his name is Isaac Rowe, and if y'all familiar with him,
he's right there.
I guess we'll grab the camera and put it. Yeah, we're gonna go get the camera. So, but anyways, my point I'm trying to make is that he was talking to me, he was encouraging me, and he was conjuring up something. At that point, before I was talking with him, he was actually saying, hey man, why don't you keep doing it? Why don't you write a book? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And my excuse was, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. And I think that's the most things that happen with guys. Oh, y'all put yourself down first. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. If you could just change the day. Every day you get up, hey, I'm a great person. Hey, I'm going to do all right. This is going to be all right. Things are going to fall. Even celebrities and rich folks have problems with their life every day. Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody have their own issues. So I remember when I worked for Mr. Appliance, I used to work with going to $10 million homes to fix their refrigerators, washing machines. And they didn't have situations like us. You know, food stamps didn't come in, SSI, whatever the case may be. They had serious issues. They had serious situations like cancer, dying, and the daughter's writing out the will and writing out this, that, and other, going over with their mother that's going to pass away within a few months. And I was like, man, how do you cope with this? And the same situations you see, because you see, it's all smoke and mirrors, if you ask me. I always tell my family that, my kids, my wife, it's smoke and mirrors. Because if you can really get in that individual life that you think is doing all good on that Facebook, they posting on the mirror, they twerking, they do whatever, they look like they're in a better space than you are, half of the time they're not. They're just trying to make their self feel good. They're trying to give that little 15, 20 seconds of their little fame. I ain't trying to preach to y'all, but that's just...
You did. Great job. High five, Joel Osteen.
Hey, Joel Osteen.
Let's take an offering.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's finish bucket over here.
No, that was good. You've been waiting all season to get that out.
I've been trying.
Great job.
Now I quit. So I'm done. I quit. I'm done.
You dressed up for this one.
Yeah, I sure did. I wrote this down. That's all it was.
Yeah, good job, man. All right. No, but I understand what you're saying, man. Yeah, instead of like downing somebody, why not ask them how you do it? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I think we got too much pride to ask somebody how we do it. How you do it?
Not me, because I was just thinking, like, what is the reason, what is the motivation behind it? Because it's almost, the attitude is like, because you came up, like you took something from me, but I ain't doing that to begin with. So if I'm not doing that, why am I mad that you are? Or even if I am, why am I mad that you're successful? Because that's what I want. I congratulate people. I'm happy for you. even if I don't care for you or how you got it or whatever, good for you. You got what you wanted.
Yeah.
But if you did it legit, yeah, please let me know.
Right. And then sometimes the people grow up, your kids grow up, and they see that the parents didn't make it, and they're just already bummed out. Like, oh man, if they didn't make it, then I didn't make it. Or my dad wasn't in the house, or my mom wasn't in the house, or I was a crack baby, or whatever the case may be. They already they already cast their pearl to swine.
You know what? This I work with young people, and I said this to them, so I gotta say it here. A lot of people, man, it was the brother a couple weeks ago said he wasn't, he was struggling through life and whatever. I'm like, man, you got something to say. Everybody has something to say. Most of us choose to say something negative, but everybody has some level of influence. You're important, but people think they're not. And to them, I'm like, the way I looked at it, I was looking at former President Obama. And I was like, he was that guy, right? He was the black guy that made it. That was supposed to be our hope.
Right.
I mean, and I love him. He was amazing. He showed. Now, we're definitely seeing this last week or two, just the way he handled himself even.
Right.
And how they were hating on him. And he did it with poise and class. And, I learned something there. Because that's what they always tell you, don't retaliate like they do and don't do all that, right?
Right.
But that was supposed to be my hope. But I'm going to tell you this. I don't care what nobody says. Donald Trump is my hope. Let me tell you why Donald Trump is my hope.
You about to get some mad faces.
No. He's my hope not because of anything he said or done, but because if that dude can make it,
I can make it.
I see
doing what he's doing.
I see. Bush was kind of clumsy too.
But I mean, he was just kind of like just a funny guy, or whatever. But this dude is off the chain.
Right.
Saying the things he's saying, doing the things he's doing. Like the character, not really there. So if he can make it, I don't got a shot.
You know what? If you didn't vote, you voted for Donald Trump. So I voted for Donald Trump because I didn't vote. I didn't do all that kind of. I didn't vote. All right, give me some angry faces. I didn't vote. All right, because I didn't watch it. I didn't pay attention. So like a lot of stuff that goes on, we're not even paying attention. You feeding into what's on social media or what somebody say on social media. Trump didn't make the Harvey come. It's the weatherman. The weatherman always been. Nobody get mad at the weatherman. The weatherman been wrong his whole life, and he get paid more than anybody that's viewing us right now. The weatherman. Blame the weatherman. Yeah, because the weatherman tell you to evacuate too late. The weatherman. The weatherman should be able to predict it 30 days out. They could do They could do a 10-day forecast. They could do a 30-day. It's the weatherman, and we paying him all of our money.
We didn't make shirts.
Like the weatherman. Like, you know what? That is a good hustle though, because you'd be like, if he wrong, he'd be like, I tried.
Nobody get mad at the weatherman. He ain't never lost his job. The weatherman got to die at the station. Like if we do something wrong at our job, we make a mistake, we get fired. The weatherman's still there with a nice tan. Okay. It looks like sun was here yesterday because I'm tan as hell. You know what I'm saying? So, the weatherman. It's the weatherman's fault.
They be having all them pictures, man. You see them when in front of the screen, they hit the pictures, and they let you know the machine said it could rain. Also, it could not.
Yeah, partly cloudy. What is partly? It's like a part of a cloud. Like I see nothing but clouds.
It's hard out here for them, man. It's hard out here for weathermen. They can't wear green suits.
Yeah, they can't.
You know what I'm saying?
The green sheet.
Yeah,
they gotta be on the green screen. It's hard out here for a weatherman.
They get paid a lot of money though. They
did right now. You're down there in Houston. What's the weatherman doing in Houston right now?
Nothing. Like he knew it was gonna be a flood, but he didn't tell us.
It's still wet out there, guys.
We got some comments.
Some of our viewers, man, they're tuning in right now. Thank you, Shane Hoffman. He said, "Hey, Cliff and the guys." Eric Johnson. My dog, be careful with them false prophets.
Yeah.
Kendrick Jones. Yeah, everybody's focusing on Houston. Gerald Singleton. He's laughing. Dante Johnson, man, Drew still crazy. Good stuff, little bro.
Yeah.
Tell Do Right. Victor said, "Tell Do Right I'll be in the studio soon." So they're right. Big Easy said those backpacks Vaughn sell out when they when when they FEMA checks drop. The bonds, when FEMA checks drop. Chris said a lot of people don't like to see others do better than them. Sad but true. James says we aren't truly successful until we reach down and help someone else to be successful. That's right. Dante says no matter your situation, always help someone if you can. Pray for Houston.
Big boy, big boy. What's up, boy?
Don say if you limit yourself to what you can't do, then you'll never do anything.
That's right.
That's
all right,
that's good. James says the signal keeps freezing, so we might just see.
No. Stay in there, man. You stay in there. Call your internet provider. Stay in there. Stay in there. Stay in there. We're gonna get you Google Fiber, man. You playing?
Go to the back room.
Shout out to Google Fiber.
Go to the back room.
I put in my application. Look, Google Fiber.
You know, I get a good signal in my bathroom.
Yeah. Go on the toilet. Everybody go on the toilet. No distractions. No distractions. Go on the toilet.
That's it. Don said people who succeed jump out of their comfort zone and start something new. Reginald said Richmond can play broke his whole life.
Uh-oh, a little alarm going on.
That's me. I gotta do something with my phone. I gotta call. A rich man can play broke his whole life. A poor man can't pretend to be rich for long. That's real good. I think you didn't.
That's a t-shirt.
Kevlin.
He said, why is he so hot? I thought it was at home.
Like it was open a little bit.
Don't get too comfortable.
No, we're not.
Be back in a second. Yeah, you look at Pepsi on the thing. You think I can cut it off real quick?
Actually,
Man, this is
difficulty. Look, we had a couple technical difficulties. Thank you for hanging in there. If you're still with us,
our broadcaster Black.
Tell everybody you know we back.
Mr. Do Right.
I'm just playing. It had nothing to do with that.
I'm just joking. He got this up with speed. That's what I'm talking about. Do Right Productions. Woo!
All right, let's jump into it.
I'm sorry.
All right, so let's get into it. We were talking about how brothers just am I my brother's keeper, right?
Right.
And in the context of brothers that are kind of bringing other brothers down.
Yeah.
You were talking before about it. What was your position on that?
Oh, my position, like we were talking about earlier. I mean, you never know the price somebody had to pay to get something, right? Right? You know, people look at me. Well, I got two little foreign whips. You know what I'm saying? Two foreign whips, a car. You know, I said a car. That's the same thing, right? 2 cars and a house, right? Successful young black man. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know what I had to go through to get those things. You know what I'm saying? Keeping my credit straight. You feel what I'm saying?
You did that?
Yes, I kept my credit straight. All black people don't got bad credit. Like? That's a stereotype. Get on Credit Karma, man. Credit Karma, I could do a commercial. Credit Karma will get your credit straight.
I seen the commercial.
It really will.
It had the little dial. It was green on this side and it's red on this side.
Hey, free game, guys.
It's gonna be red.
Free game, guys. If you don't know, get you a bank account. Get you a Credit Karma. And get your stuff right, man. Get your stuff right, man. You know, we don't never sit down there and talk like that and ask, how did we do it? That's what I was talking about. How did you do it? You know what I'm saying? Don't rob me. Just ask me how I did it. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you more jewels than you putting a gun to my head and giving you a little bit of money out of what I got.
But some people
you feel what I'm saying?
Some people are not like you.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. We don't talk like this. We looked at a negative eye. You know what I'm saying?
Conversation rules.
You know what I'm saying? How you dress is dictated how much you got or whatever. That's how I feel like, you know, people judge us on how you dress. If you got a chain, you got this, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're successful. Right. And we mark that as success, but it's not success, man. Let's talk about 401ks. Let's talk about assets. Let's talk about things like that. Huh? Let's not talk about the assets. Let's talk about assets.
He's preaching to this.
Yeah, because I mean, you can put one on the scroll, but it's not gonna last forever. But a house is 30 years. It's fixed, baby. But you know what I'm saying? You get your little hoe, her ass can sell, but we talking about assets. I'm sorry for the viewers. I got a little graphic, but sometimes you gotta go down to how people understand it. You feel what I'm saying? If you really want to pimp, get you an asset, get you a house, get your credit score good. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about being a man? That's being a man, not selling somebody else something that's gonna kill them eventually down the line. You feel what I'm saying? Get something, invest in something, and then you ain't got to rob somebody. Then you got to worry about who behind your back. All you got to do is worry about hooking that home security system up. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And then if it was a black home security guy came over one day, he said, "I knew you was a brother because you had rims on your car." I was like, "Dang, that's a real stereotype, brother." But let me see what you're selling. He said, "Home security." I said, "Oh no, all you already talk about is what I got." No, bro. We're not doing that. But I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? That was an opportunity to give somebody else some money. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's encourage each other instead of downing each other. Like, and then another thing that makes me itch, whatever, is like when a dude use another
somewhere else.
Okay, not crabs or anything like that. I'm just saying what's on his mind. Listen, no, is another guy hating on another guy to get a female, man? If she take you because of the words, what you think she gonna do to you? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Genuine had the song "What Makes Me Different." What's so different? What's so different? I can. Is that how that song go? Whatever. But like, what makes you so different? You done pulled her and you done brought her a nice little bag and all that.
Yeah.
And then she gonna leave you for the next richer dude. When a rich nigga wants you, Chris Brown said that. I'm just saying, like, let's start thinking as men, bro. Let's start thinking and stop downing each other. And you see somebody married, they wife, don't try to take their wife.
Yeah, what do you appreciate that?
Yeah, your wife, don't try to take this man's wife.
What
you know
if you
what I'm
help
saying?
somebody and that person
don't try to take his wife.
What if you help somebody and they take advantage of you, Drew? You know, does that hurt you? Does that make you?
Oh man, that shit hurts me to the core. I said shit. I'm sorry.
Speak on it, man. Just speak on it. What do you feel like?
I feel, you know what? I preach that credit thing because I believe it's credibility. You know what I'm saying? I believe if you don't want to borrow it, just say, "Can I have it?" And then I'll give you what I can give you. Okay. Don't borrow nothing from me and you know you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Because out of my heart, I still got to work for that. Even if it was $20, I still got to work for that. You know what I'm saying? If I make $20 an hour, I had to work an hour for that you're taking from me. It doesn't matter if I got some damn kids or anything. You took that from my hard-earned work, my talents, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And you know, the thing that tripped me out sometimes is Christians, right?
Yeah.
You want to go pay your tithes, but you ain't pay me back. I'm God's child too. Like, come on. Like, let's really think about it, guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you owe me money, but I see you going up there suing and all that kind of stuff. I'm God's child too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a church too, right? Right? I'm just saying. I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest.
Let's get some likes for Drew. Get some likes for Drew.
Boy, ain't nothing popping out.
How do you balance that then? Because you said, you know, I work for mine. I work however much, you know, I get an hour. But then, you know, now everywhere I go, every webpage I go to, every show I watch, they like, give money to Harvey. Give money to people that was affected by Harvey. And how do you balance that?
Bro, yeah. I do what my mind, I do for people what my mind can, you know, handle. Versus the Harvey, they're not asking to borrow. It's a need. I'm meeting the need. Mm-hmm. So if I feel like I should give that, and that's nobody's business but me and God. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you ain't gonna get me to heaven.
Right.
Only I gotta stand up in front of the King. If that's your belief or whatever, I gotta stand up for God to get in that house. I ain't gotta stand up in front of you. So I really don't care what you think. You know what I'm saying? So in the borrowing aspect, let me give y'all a little nugget. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it came from me. My God, it came from me. Give somebody what your relationship can handle. You feel like if it's $20, if you know you're gonna kill somebody over $20, don't give them $20. Yeah, give them $5. You know what I'm saying? Something that ain't gonna affect you. Yeah. No, so give according to your relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's why in the Bible it says a chill forgiver. If you getting pissed off about giving something, I don't think that's the point where you should give. If you straining to give, like you got a little doubt, don't do it, because it's gonna piss you off for your sanity, for your heart.
Your sound.
Because somebody else might need you later down the line, and that last person, because of that unforgiveness that you harboring, that you won't give to somebody else. So I say give to what your relationship can handle.
That was good.
So let me ask you, Cliff, as a businessman.
Hollis, I'm a businessman.
What do you do?
I don't give shit. I got too many kids. Every time you turn around, my kids need something. So we all learn together. So I'm like, look, you cut grass, okay, and you make cookies, and I'm gonna keep candles because the boat. Every time you turn around, just the other day, I had somebody owed me for a job and didn't pay the money, and I was on. It's a true story. Cabbage. I had a cabbage in the refrigerator, and my kids was coming home that day, and I can't stand the bar because of my pride. But I took my pride out. I don't want to put this name out here because I don't know how that person would feel. I had to ask them for some money. It took a lot for me, and I felt so good to be able. My kids came home, and I thought they were gonna be like, "Man, I know we ate the last chicken last week, but Daddy came through." As soon as I got home, I was like, I would worry. When I was a kid, I would worry if it was food at the house when I got home. And I just, when I went to go pick them up, I said, "Hey, what's up? What y'all gonna what y'all want to eat when y'all get home?" They were like, "Oh man, I don't know, Dad. We just see what's in the refrigerator." And they know it ain't nothing in the refrigerator. We just see what's up there, and we just work it out like that. Man, I almost started crying because they knew their dad was gonna make it happen. So the answer to the question is, we all work together in my family. It's a circle. I always teach my kids to circle. And then everybody else, like the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, they got outer rings. We keep everything in the circle. We learn how to treat each other first. If you can't have a business if you can't run your own home. So if you think you're gonna go out there and run a $10 million business or a 5 fortune business like I wish I want to have one day, you can't have your wife can't be pissed off. And by the way, I love you, baby. You know, I'll be home shortly. You can't have your family and your wife, everybody pissed off at you. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that. You gotta keep it and you gotta keep it maintained. Like Drew said it so well. He said, give where you maintain it. So if I can stretch it, which I don't, because I'd rather for my kids to have it.
So Cliff, put it out there to all the viewers.
Put it out there.
He ain't got it.
I ain't got it. Even when it looks like I got it, I ain't got it. Okay? So don't even think
my kids come first
to ask you. Right? We're gonna pray together. Okay? We're gonna ask God to help you like He helped me. And we'll work this thing out. Because, man, there was so many people that said, I ain't give you nothing, Cliff. I'm going to teach you the fish versus me give you the fish.
That's funny that you say something about prayer. Like, me and this guy was arguing back and forth about Joel Osteen. If you didn't know Joel Osteen, you know him now. You know what I'm saying? Right. He was like, hey, it's just messed up, man. All he do is preach about prayer and blessings. I said, okay, so why should he open the building? Because all he should tell you is pray, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You just keep saying that. He just take people money because he pray and blesses. So all he have to do is pray. He doing his job, right? Right? He praying for you.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what the hell you talking about, STFU, censored. Y'all figure it out. STFU.
I see what you did.
Yeah,
that was real smart, bro. That
was real smart. Because y'all said it, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? When you do the whole little thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? B.O.G.
B.O.G.O. Did you see that clip where Tupac was saying, and I can't sit up here and be a hypocrite, because when Tupac was saying, they had a clip with Joel Osteen at the top and Tupac at the bottom, and Tupac was like, if God, that's why God got us in the ghetto anyway, so we can work, so we can work ourselves out of this. And he was like, he got gold ceilings. He said, have you seen these churches out here? And I don't think T.D. Jakes had a church yet. I don't think the Potter.
Oh yeah, he had one.
Okay, so he said, do you see these big old churches? Why do God need these big old churches so I can hear God? Why can't I just hear God from right here in my spot? Why do I have to have this? And they had Joel Osteen. But Joel Osteen wasn't alive. I mean, was doing his thing when Tupac was alive.
He was 60 years.
What?
His whole family been doing this for 60
years.
years.
Oh, yeah, I know his family.
So now we all just staying woke. We just finding out about Joel Osteen. He been doing this 60 years. His family that whole church for 6. Now we woke. Because the storm came, we woke. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Guys, jump off of it. Jump off. Get
over it.
Yeah, get over it.
Get over it.
I mean, this is really. I'm just, what people don't tell you about is the process. You're gonna have to go through some things.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to go through some things, man. Like life ain't never been like always peaches and cream for everybody. Right. You got to go through something.
That's right.
And you know what I'm saying? I got a great pastor. I mean, I hope this don't mess up, his goals, whatever. Well, shout out to Agape Christian Ministries. If you ain't got no church home, you need to go there. It's just real. It's uncut word. It's not. He talk about the process. Right. He talk about the process. A lot of people don't preach the process. That's why they're mad at Joel Osteen, because he takes all the peaches and cream of what happened. Just because you get saved and you swallow, it's not swallowing a pill and instant relief. You still gonna go through things. And that's what people think. Because you're a Christian, that's why we supposed to open up our house and stuff to you. We still think like y'all do. We're Christians.
Yeah.
We're just Christians. We just got a relationship with God.
That's it.
That's all. That's all it boils down to. And am I going to open up my house to somebody? I pay the damn mortgage. Probably not. I'm just being real. Are you going to open your house up? Let's just be.
Well, I got a big family. It's already like it's open.
See, we got all kinds of excuses.
Actually, no, I'm not.
You're not?
No. I'll tell you what I do. I'm going to pray about it. I had to hear that from God and probably 3 other people before I do that. Because, this is the deal. It's... Ideally, you want to do that, and you look at people, and I've had people. We work with youth, right?
Yeah.
And I've had some of my youth. They grew up, graduated, whatever, moved on, and then they came back and they was like, "Yo, I'm homeless," and I was like, "That sucks." like in my mind, my heart was like, "Man, I wish I could give you a place to stay. I want to do all this and help you," but I'm like, that's something you need to work out. I can't do that for you right now.
Before I forget, there was a bum. Not to cut you off, I'm so sorry. It was a bum hobo on the side of the road. He had like a Santa Claus hat. It was Santa Claus season. I don't know if you heard the story. Back in the 80s, early 90s, and the kid, daddy, mommy, let's bring him in. It's Christmas, and they fed him and they gave him all this stuff, and they went to sleep and he slaughtered them. One thing about my marriage, bro, is I never had a back door. I never had somebody say, Cliff, if she treats you wrong, you get pissed off at her, hey, I got your back, come sleep on my couch. Never had that. Even people at the church was like, dog, if you lose that, bro, you better go somewhere. You ain't come to my house. And I never understood it. I was like, man, that's so rude. And that's what brought it up when he said that nobody knows the process.
But my whole thing is, though, like, where your family at? Where your family at? Your whole family got killed off? Like, where your family at? Why can't you go to your family and ask the same thing that you asking me, a stranger? Like, what type of person are you that you can't go to your family and ask? Your family done wrote you off.
Like, what do they know? What do they know that I don't know?
Where your friends at? You have nobody.
Right.
So, I'm sorry if I'm pissing you off, but where are they? Where are they? Though.
And now I would say there's times I've helped people do what I could, and not it wasn't living in my house, but I heard it, I felt like from God, I'm like, hey, God told me to do this for you, or let's go get a meal, or let's honestly, I have had somebody who didn't have a place to stay that I spoke to my wife, and we let them come, and they took a shower and got cleaned up, and they ate, and then we dropped them off somewhere. That was what we could do at the time. If
I'm gonna pick somebody up, I want them to be an angel or something that's gonna help me with my book. Or I know it's gonna sound selfish. So help me with my book. It's gonna prophesy to me. Hey, go into that tree, dig the hole. It's a big bag of money. I want something like that. I don't want to hear stories where the boy slaughtered the whole family. What happened to Cliff? Oh no, he left somebody in the house. He murdered his whole family.
You've been watching them Lifetime movies.
No,
so
that's what happened on the Lifetime movie.
You want to come in the house and you wake up.
True story.
You wake up and all the clothes done been washed and folded, and they done painted the house, and then they just disappear.
My God, I just can't take that chance. I got more sweet women. Even my dogs in my house are girls.
Yeah,
I can't have it, bro. I can't have it. My dogs are girls. My daughters, I got 5 girls.
You ain't taking no stray dogs.
Man, yeah. I don't take straight dogs. We good where we at. We at the max.
Your dog gonna be having a sex change and all that after that.
What's that?
On the flip side,
yes.
What if you are the person in need?
That's a great question. He said, "What if you're the person in need?" So I was actually thinking about this earlier in relation to to Houston or wherever everybody's affected by Hurricane Harvey, as far as being a man and having to like take care of your family, like what does that look like? Because I'm just trying to imagine my family, all 5 of us, and like, man, it's pouring like that, guys, we got to get on the roof. And and my kids crazy too. They be done jumped in the water, just did something stupid.
Yeah,
you can be like, guys, this is not playtime.
To ask his question, what if you were in need and I was in need, and what I learned by myself from my situation, like Drew said, you got to have the ups and downs. You got to have the process, that stress. How do you get olive oil out? Pressure on the seed, pressure. And anything you allow pressure, applies pressure to something, you can produce great. I mean, there's so many great shows I did. There was so many great jobs I did when the pressure was allowed to be on me. So when I was out there in that predicament, I'm like, man, I'm tired. I ain't gonna do this. She got all these kids. I never had a father. You know what I'm saying? I never had a daddy. So how do I know how to raise these kids? And I made all these excuses. And when everybody said me like, no, I can't do nothing for you, Cliff. I can't do it. You got to figure it yourself. So I put God first, and everything else follow. I always, man, that's gonna be on my tombstone. Seek ye first the kingdom, Negro, and everything else will follow. Negro will be on the tombstone. Put that little asterisk in there.
Yeah, you ain't gonna say
so I had a I'm gonna
but you gonna still
Negro because my wife is white, so I gotta respect that. Because my wife is white, I gotta put Negro.
Yeah,
she gotta put Negro because they gonna say, why you put that on the
She gotta fill out the paperwork.
Yeah, she gotta fill out the paperwork. They gonna be looking at
put that on there.
So I love you, baby. But my point, I'm trying to make pressure. You can produce so much. And I love it. My wife be saying, what about this bill? What we gonna do about this? What we gonna do about? I said, why don't you go ask God?
Boy.
Why don't you go ask God?
Boy.
He gave
they
you
don't
to
understand.
me.
They don't understand what that pressure stuff is.
Boy, I gotta
pressure get rid of all the waste inside of you.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that, pressure. That's how it shoots down the hole into the toilet, the waste. Pressure when your mama had you. Birth, a good thing. Pressure. So, you know what I'm saying? Have I ever had some pressure? Hell yeah, I had some pressure.
I got pressure on me right now.
Yeah.
So, no, that's perfect because
I stayed with
what you were
before.
talking about, like dealing with the kids and kind of struggling, that's that pressure. I've been through that, and it's amazing when you figure out like how strong you are. Because I had that moment, like we had, because just in case, we got like a case of ramen at the house.
Yeah.
That just in case.
The apocalypse man.
Yeah. And we had got down to the ramen.
Just in case.
And you know what happened? My kids like ramen. And so they was like, I was like, y'all gonna have to eat ramen today. They was like, yeah. And I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like, this is not the.
My kids will go through the just in case. They go just in case when we have the regular food.
They go straight to it. And I was like, man, it was like you said, I just looked at it and I was like, this is amazing. Like, the way I feel right now, you don't even have a clue. Like, you don't even know what's going on. You were excited about this ramen.
And it allowed me to have pressure when they didn't let me in, when they didn't give me no back door to my marriage, and they give me all this excuses, allow me to use my excuse. It gave me pressure, so I had to go deal with it. So now when I look at people like, hey man, your machine is broke. I did my part. It's broke. You ain't getting the refund. Hey, go hate me on something. You know what I mean? So instead of looking at Drew and saying, man, you get all those angry faces, I learn from him, and I'm like, I like how he just say, hey, I know y'all gonna hate me today, but blah 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 blah, and that's what I learned from. So I think if we could take just a little bit by piece from each and everybody.
Oh yeah.
Do this for me.
Oh,
so we got a couple of questions, but before we finish, we gotta say this. We telling people, we talking about that. So before we leave, we gotta tell them, how do you deal with the pressure though?
Well, how about this? Y'all talking about long-term pressure, but what about the pressures that those people out there in Houston are facing with a catastrophe? How do you deal with that? Especially on the flip side of what y'all saying about opening your houses to people. What if you were in that situation, and how would you feel about somebody applying the same things that y'all saying?
Okay, let me answer that. The first scripture cut of mine is, I walk by, not by sight, but by the power of God. So I know everybody want to hear God right now, but this is part of that pressure. Listen to me. You got to find yourself, and sometimes God got to take some things away from you so He can get your attention. So sometimes like the guy said, oh, this was great, my crops got water. No, this could be great for you spiritually, because a storm comes to expose you. It comes to mix things up. It starts to make you where you have to talk to certain people you didn't want to talk to. You got to take your pride and you got to learn from this, you got to learn from that. I know I'm praying for you guys, and I know this is a hard situation right now. But just like I said with the olive oil, when you apply pressure, it produces something. When I tell my son to get home and clean and do his chores, I need you to produce something. So this is what's happening. This storm is producing something in you. I'm praying that's going to strengthen you, motivate you, encourage you. I'm keeping you in my prayers. I would hate for this to happen to anybody I love, but sometimes some things are meant to be, and you can't change it. My sister died. She was 12 years old. I couldn't change it. I can't go back into time. So what we got to do is make lemon. My mother used to say, make lemonade out of the lemons you are given. So in this time where you don't have your phone, you ain't got electricity, you ain't got power, this is a great time to say, Heavenly Father, what should I do right now? God, I put my life in your hands right now, God. I want you to know. Tell me what to do. Lead me, direct me.
Pastor, can we get it?
Got caught up.
Goddamn, Pastor Cliff. Hey, do we need to say anything else? Hey, we got these prayer. We got a prayer cloth for you. We're gonna sell it. We're gonna sell Hurricane Harvey on the prayer cloth, and we're gonna pray for y'all. No, I'm just saying that was great. That was great word, man. But I would just say the only thing that you can hold on to is like changing your perspective. You know, you're in a bad situation, don't make it worse thinking negative.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Change your thoughts to positive thoughts. Like, you know what I'm saying? FEMA is coming with them checks. You just gotta be patient. I'm just saying, like, maybe I've never been in that situation. I'm saying FEMA coming with them checks, people coming, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be patient. You know what I'm saying? And whatever your belief is, grab on that, hold on to that faith. I don't care if you believe in Buddha or whatever you believe in. Grab onto whatever your belief system is and not think of the negative things. That's all I can tell you, because a lot of people don't believe in God or whatever that we're probably viewing this, whatever. So,
real quick, you have a question?
So from the audience said, Don said you need to learn how to pull yourself out of a situation so the next time it happens to you or a friend, you know what to do. Teresa loves the pressure. What to do just in case. Jennifer says, as a man, how would you prepare your son to deal with pressure? What scenarios do you set up?
Oh, hell yeah. It's going to happen. You tell somebody to deal with it because it's going to happen. That's what I'm talking about. Don't tell your son, oh, son, I did this, whatever. You're going to have some adversity. You're going to have some problems in your life. Tell them it's going to happen. That's how you raise some. You're going to happen. You have a damn flat. You have a spare tire, and because a flat's going to eventually happen.
My mother.
You have insurance because you're going to damn near get in an accident one day. Don't give them the peaches and cream. Tell them something going to happen. God damn it. A storm going to happen. It's going to happen. Don't be strange.
The storm is coming. Okay.
My mother said, I was so funny I wouldn't get in fights or controversy with anybody because I was funny. And my mom would make me go out to the park, and they would tell the kids, say, I need you to jump my son because I think he's going to be fat. Look gay, look so I want you to beat the shit out of Cliff. And I was like, my mom told you that? It was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. So they was like, Cliff, we got to take your ball. Because at school, I would make them laugh. We were cool. But at home, my mom wanted to see me, I was like a 90s baby. So they would say, I'll tell you what, look. We get free ice cream sandwiches at school. Yes, everybody got that, right? So each day of the school, I'm gonna give each and everybody an ice cream sandwich. When my mom's watching on the back of me, you're gonna allow me to slap the shit out of you, and then I'll let you have my ice cream sandwich. And I got away with that. Let's go.
So you taught your way out of life.
That was your life lesson?
Yeah, my mom sent the goons to get me. I guess because I just always had everybody laughing. I was just a go-lucky guy.
You made them laugh again.
All the time. Keep them screaming. I keep them screaming.
Had like some serious issues.
My mom was young.
I just let my son struggle with some things, and then I'm like, you just gonna be that way sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to tell people that stuff gonna happen, because when it happens, they get blindsided.
They don't expect it.
Yeah.
Can I leave with this point? I'm sorry to cut you guys off. You know how the race horses come running out of the thing? Boom! They have those blinders on, and they have the blinders so they won't be able to see left to right. Because if they did take the blinders off, they would trip up everybody else in the deal. So I'm leaving with this. This is my point at the end of the day. God, I don't want to forget it. Let's keep our blinders on. Let's focus and let's go. Let's go get it. Let's deal with adversity. Let's deal with the pressure.
You just end the show like just right there.
No, just have it fun.
We can do a question. No, the question that I was still trying to get to what Jennifer brought up again. So, but how do you prepare the boys for pressure? So, how do you prepare? What things do you do?
That's what I'm saying. So when again, my son's like 3, but I prepare my daughters just the same. Is I let you go through whatever situation. I don't just pull you out all the time. So whatever you're struggling with, my daughter, she was struggling with, it was some math problem. I thought it was simple, but she was struggling with it, and she was like getting frustrated and whatever. She wanted to fight, and so I let her know you can't do that.
Not to answer the damn question, cuz. You know what? Cuz. You gonna get your time on the show. Stop asking those damn questions and messing up our ratings. No, I'm just like, go ahead.
Oh, he right.
No, that's my cousin, man.
I gotta let my daughter know sometimes you might be in a situation where you like saying something and then somebody just jump in for no reason, and then but you gotta deal with that. No. Like you might be saying something, and then they sit next to you on the couch wearing their hoodie, and they might say something like while you try to say something to their cousin, and you just got to deal with that and let them. You see what I do? Okay,
I say that's not. You can look.
No.
Get them likes.
It's like this. My dad was real hard, so I can only lean on to the example that my father did. So, for example, this might sound kind of harsh to people, but I couldn't swim, right? So my dad just threw me out there. That's pressure. Like, I'm a live or die. You know what I'm saying? He threw me out there. So what I'm gonna say is, have you ever heard of birds, right? How they leave the nest? They just throw them out. Right. They got no choice, but they gotta fly. So that's how I prepare them. Throw them out there. You gotta throw them out there.
Well,
that's a bad answer, right? You think that's a bad answer? I heard you say
no. First of all,
you gotta throw them out there.
We need to talk more. Like, where the hell did y'all grow up? Because my situation was like 19, real different.
My mom was like 1920 something.
Because you grew up around a lot of white people. No, I'm just joking.
My mom.
That's why your name is Anthony Martin.
No. My aunt instead of throwing me the pool, she paid for
Jaquez or something like that. You ain't got no name like that. That's why you don't know no Jaquez's, do you?
My middle name's Gerard.
Okay, I'll give you that. Gerard.
Your name is Gerard.
Yeah. My middle name is...
I never knew that. I never had.
But on paper, it look like Jerry.
My name is. My name is Clifton. That's the most whitest name.
Clifford.
Clifford. Clifton. Clifton.
Oh,
Clifton, get in here.
Get in here now.
Clifton.
Listen, Gwen.
That is hard to look at now that you say the name versus the. Hey, I need you guys to whoop my son Clifton.
No, it was Big Gwen back then. Big Gwen. You need to whoop Big Gwen. I want y'all to jump him. He's coming outside. He just got done with his homework. I don't know why he's doing his homework. Y'all don't do y'all homework, do y'all? Homework. He's coming out now. He's doing homework. I want you to beat the shit out of him until he bleeds. Right? I'm like, she said until I bleed. That what broke my feelings. I said till I bleed. So funny thing. Look. Let me tell you what my wife. She loves me. I told her. I said maybe Cliff need to get his ass whooped. She said, what do you mean? I told my wife, my white wife. I said, what we're gonna do is take him to the park and get some kids to beat the shit out of him.
So you told the same thing. You said the same thing.
Yo, my wife go, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, yeah. And she was like, why do you say that? I said, because when I grew up, see what that happened, but I talk about our way out of eyes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's going to do with his, but I talk my way out of eyes. She said, no, you don't do that. You love him. And Cliff ended up being boxing and doing his own thing.
Because I didn't
get him a job. I thought about it. I mean, me and my wife discussed it. It was up for it. It was on the table. He used to sit out there playing volleyball by himself. I said, we get those kids to jump the shit out of him. Beat the shit out of that boy and see what happens. She like, what are you talking about?
She did that face. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You gonna get in trouble for
that. Also, we finna bring Big Cliff back.
Oh, Big
Cliff. That's happening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be great. I just hate sweating through my shirts.
No, I meant the name.
Big Gwen. It's Big Gwen.
Big Gwen. My
Big
bad.
pork chop. Big Gwen.
Big pork chop.
Yeah,
Big
Big pork chop. Big Gwen.
Your name don't match. We gotta call you
No,
vegan.
yeah,
Big vegan or something. You
start
eat
eating
on a
healthy.
vegan diet.
I start eating healthy.
Big carrot or something.
eating
We gonna call
healthy.
you Big
Right.
Chops.
Brisk runs in the morning.
Slim Fast. Big Slim Fast.
Yeah.
That's a good name for you.
Yeah. Big Slim Fast with your big ass. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm running to vegetables. Boy, we way over time.
So, look, first of all, we want to thank everybody that watched. We love y'all.
Keep those lights going.
Keep the lights coming.
Share.
Listen, share, follow. Tell people, man, 9 o'clock Thursday, this is where you need to be. Tell them, hey, let's watch Facebook. Tell them shout out to the Big Pork Chop, man.
And we actually saying, I want to also say we love y'all, Port Arthur, Texas City. My sister's actually pregnant through this situation right now, and she's getting sent off to, I guess, Galveston to shoot out her baby, or however y'all want to
Flood baby. Hey, she gonna flood the water. Her water gonna break in the water. That's crazy. Bring a little funny to the light. I'm sorry, it's not funny. I'm sorry.
No pun intended.
No, none at all.
Too early.
Hey, next week topic. Throw some topics up there. Comment what you want to hear.
And what you want to see.
What you want to hear.
What kind of questions you would like answered.
If you're a woman, you can talk too.
Yeah.
I know it say men talk, but it's both.
Tell us if you want to be a guest on the show. Come on, this is y'all show as well as ours.
So real quick, something
Cliff
to
said he wanted
close on.
transgender on here.
What?
Okay. You might get skipped. Something to close on. Cliff gave his already.
No, he didn't. Give me your nugget, man.
You got another one?
Oh, I dropped so many. I can't be giving you. It's gonna be a big rainbow.
Jay-Z and Nuggets right there.
Yeah, Jay-Z and Nuggets. You can't be doing me all
Still
right.
nigga.
Hey, wait for next week. I got one for you next week.
So wait, you know what? Let's switch it up. Let's go out with the man behind the mic, Mr. Rowe. Give him something. Give him something to go out on.
just put him on the
What
spot.
you got? I put him on the spot because he always got something.
He's always saying, I got something.
He always got something. What you got for him, man? We just gonna look pretty.
Y'all gonna put it over because y'all ain't got nothing?
No,
I got a
we
nugget.
got some, but we
nugget,
want
man.
to hear what you got to say.
Man.
The man on the mic, they just hear your voice and
I'm
they
the
like
black version of
they
God,
see us
bro.
and then they just
What you
hear
talking about?
somebody asking questions in the deep voice and just we got somebody else. That, we want to hear what
They
you got to
probably
say.
want to know who behind the mic.
They
Don't show them your face.
No.
You probably
do.
They probably do.
One of the things is I would say is that when y'all talking about pressure, a lot of times, as men, we got a lot of pressure in anybody's life, but it's how you respond to that pressure that strengthens the fiber in your fabric of your being. So like how you respond and you operate and work in that. And so when you were talking about how you were thrown into the water, the fact is that you now have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. This is what I want to. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to live. This. I'm going to survive this or make it through this. And so, regardless of the pressure, regardless of the storms, you just prevail over that storm.
Persevere.
Yeah.
Persevere.
That's what word I heard today, man. That's good. Persevere.
That's awesome. See, I knew you had something.
Well.
Hey, well, look, to close it out, same
you know
thing
I had a
everybody's
nugget?
been saying. You know what? Fine. What you got, Drew? What you got?
What you got, Drew?
Oh, you know
What you
that
got?
song, Despacito? Whatever that little song.
Despacito, yeah.
They say it nice and slow. Take it nice and slow. So if you let your kids listen to that, that's not the right song. No, I'm just playing.
Despacito.
No, man. I just the nugget I'm gonna leave you with, because I don't know what the viewers believe in or whatever. I want you to grab on whatever belief system you have and be consistent with that belief system. You know what I'm saying? Have faith in that belief system, whatever you believe in. Hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to pull it out the pocket. You're gonna need it. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing. Stay consistent. Consistency is the biggest thing. Is consistent. You know what I'm saying? Why marriages and all those things, relationships fail, because you're not consistent. You say I'm gonna be a good man, but you're only a good man for 2 weeks. That's not consistent. You know what I'm saying? You say you're gonna leave her, but you go back. It's not consistent. Be consistent in life.
Okay.
And don't wife her.
Really?
Just one nighter. No, I just learned that from Jay-Z.
And he had his wife make an album about him.
Lemonade. So, genius.
We don't want to do that.
444.
But no, same thing everybody's been saying. We talking about pressure. Pressure also, the saying is pressure bursts pipes. So, like you said, it's what are you going to do? So, I'll leave y'all with this. Probably not the best example, but piss or get off the pot, man. Hey, that's what it is.
That's the worst cuss word you're going to ever say on the show. Really? Piss and get off the pot. I was like, whoa. Watch your profanity.
Like when we came on, I was going to just start off and just be like, F Harvey. But I ain't.
Good job.
But no, it's do something, man. I understand everybody's dealing with a lot of craziness right now. There is a lot of pressure going on, but it's not the end. Everybody we just talked about had situations before. You made it through that one, you're going to make it through this one. Like he said, hold on, just have faith, man. It's coming. Katrina didn't kill him. This won't kill you. We're going to do it. We're going to do it together. Let's stand together. We got it. Love y'all. Hey,
tune in.
Tell people what you saw.
Share.
Go back, like it after.
Like. Keep liking. Boom. Hey, like this. The blue one though.
Same time next week.
Boom.
9 o'clock. Facebook Live.
How you do the
Thursday?
Pray and give us some praying emojis. Whatever you want to do.
Really praying hands? I don't think that's one.
Pray ahead.
Hey, we love y'all.
Give me high fives.
Hey,
100s. Give me 100s. I like 100s. Give me the 100. I don't even know what 100 mean, but just give me 100s. They look so good because they be like 100, my nigga.
Keep it 100.
Give me 100. Give me some 100s up in this one. They need
food stamps.
I need my own emoji.
Food stamps? Is that like 100?
What would it look like?
Food stamps like 100.
I don't know. Something like
100 food
some little
stamps.
angry
Like it's 100. Like if you say 100, I mean 100 food stamps.
If they gave Kim Kardashian her own damn emoji, they can give me mine.
That'll be one fat emoji.
You want to do this? Your emoji will look like a helmet. That thing in the back of your head, it'll look like an uncircumcised head. That's what your emoji. You don't want to do this, man. I can do this all night.
Y'all brothers want to turn each other down.
We talking about
Seven stones, man. Y'all
trying
to run off the other way. We're talking about 7 stones, man. My brother's keeper.
Give me some of your diabetic pills, maybe I can be your size.
Oh my God. I'm dead.
He drinking Slim Tea. Don't believe him. He's not diabetic. He drinking Tommy Tea. He got a waist trainer on right now, guys. Don't do it to yourself, Cliff. Don't do it yourself.
Oh my God.
Waist trainer. Waist trainer. Cliff, you can sell him. The waist trainer.
I'm done.
Waist trainer emoji.
Yeah. Railway.
For me.
That I can't fit. But Drew. Oh my God, good show.
It's not over yet.
MJ, good show.
But this dude can do. I got more stamina than you. You losing too much, man. You're not eating, Cliff.
I hate Drew. If I could give him a mad emoji right now, I would just sit it right here and motherfucker.
Put it on your phone right now. Give me a mad emoji. You just give me more fans. Robert Drew, like, hey, if y'all want to see our roast battle, hit us up. We're going to do a roast battle.
We got to.
Roast battle. Roast battle.
That would be nice.
If y'all want to see that,
I don't write nothing down. I'm like Jay-Z. I don't write nothing down. Now I'm going to tear you down because Jay-Z's hot right now.
This is a taste of it right now.
Oh, I'm going to hate on you like Joe Osteen. I swear to God. I swear to God, you black boy.
Oh, my God.
Boy, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. I got jokes on you that you didn't even know yet. No man has seen it. So you want to be a preacher? God knows what I'm about to do to you. What you don't want to do? You are speechless. Hey man, I was in your.
What size is these? 3? Little shoe, big ass head. Little shoe, big ass head. Looking like a fucked up Smurf. Come on, I'm gonna go so deep. I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna come out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna go out.
Where do you shop at? Boys Warehouse, man. This is not.
No,
This little shirt.
Hey,
Little dress shirt. He got little ruffles on his shirt.
Big
Get out here, man.
Big
Get out here.
Is it big?
Your snapback tight as hell right now.
No.
Please relieve a little bit of the back.
How can he say?
Because that little meat is ripping your damn snapback right now. You don't want to do it.
How can he say that? Look.
Please, Cliff, give him the pistol. Hey, the viewers, tell me to stop. Tell me you want me to stop.
Hold on.
Tell me you want me to stop.
That was their preview. That's all they get. That's all they get.
Cliff,
We done. We cutting it off.
Cliff, get your film. Turn around for the camera, Cliff. Turn around for the camera.
Keep going. We done. We cutting it off.
I love you guys.
Look,
We love y'all. We made
finish
Cliff
this.
give a spot.
We gonna
We
finish
still
this.
brothers. You ain't gonna show the back of your head for nothing. You're not gonna show the back of his head.
Yo, you're stupid.
I can't take it no more. We couldn't shit.
Oh my god. I was just thinking, yeah, you good. You good. I didn't think that. You good. Right on the spot. I'm like,
Do it! Just do it! No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!